Okay, hey, Derek Lane with you tonight, your host for the Fast Lane Podcast for Success. Thank you guys for joining me. Always a privilege, always an honor of mine to have you on board. Tonight's episode, Birds of a Feather. Birds of a Feather, what does that mean? I think a lot of us know what that means. It means that certain groups stick together, like kinds stick together. Probably the term, I haven't looked it up, but I'm almost sure the term birds of a feather, because you don't see pigeons hanging out with starlings. You see a group of pigeons, they're all pigeons. Starlings are all starlings. Hummingbirds are all hummingbirds. We're that way in life. We're that way as humans. We stick together. We like our like kinds. We are like the people that we like. That causes a lot of problems in some areas, but you have to understand it's all a mental status. You feel comfortable with our own kind, with our own group, our own mentality, our own success behaviors. And that's really what I want to focus on. I don't really want to get into the societal, the cultural divide that we have, the unfortunate divide that we have. Let me say that. This episode is about success, and it's, as all of my episodes are, they're about success and ways to increase your success. I never want to imply that no one is successful until they hear me, but this is a vehicle to give you avenues, creative ideas, to expand your knowledge and success. Some of the subjects I'm sure you're well aware of. If you're a motivational junkie like myself, you've heard a lot of these things. The Fast Lane is here to put a real spin on it, to put a new world take on a lot of things that you've heard, and just make it real for you, to make it yours. I enjoy doing this. Thank you. Thank my listeners. With each episode, each day, I'm just overwhelmed at the response that I get, and thank you. But staying on track, birds of a feather, we stick together. Okay, what is it? I mean, okay, well, what does it mean? We stick together. Okay, I get it. How's it going to help me? Well, it helps you by recognizing how you can become your mentors. If and you should have mentors. Everybody should have a mentor or mentors. People that you want to emulate, people that you want to take your P's and Q's from. And then again, people that we need to distance ourselves from. There are people that wish and hope for the best outcome, but they display actions that are not congruent with their wishes and hopes. If you're working hard and yet you find it easier to hang out at a local tavern, bar, after work or on the weekends, and what are you doing? Where are you going? What do you hope to achieve there? That's the path of least resistance. The path to success is paved with hard work, dedication. The path to success is paved with learning and your ability to learn from others, not good time Charlie atmosphere. I don't mean to denigrate. I mean, there's been a lot of successful meetings over a cocktail or a beer or what have you. That's fine. Great, but it's not a lifestyle choice, right? So are you hanging out with people that poo-poo your ideas, for lack of better words? You hanging out with people that just go, I don't know, that's kind of silly. I don't get it. You're wasting your time. I couldn't imagine someone, one of my peers, one of my friends or colleagues going, "Hey Derek, that podcast you did, why do you waste your time with that? Why do you do that? Why do you write books? Why do you give lectures and seminars? Why are you wasting your time with that?" I couldn't fathom that, because number one, I'm not going to hang out with people that are negative in that way. Just won't do it. There's a lot of nice people out there, but there's a lot of nice people that just don't get it. I don't have time for I am not Mother Teresa. I'm not here to change the world and change everybody. I'm here to promote success, creative ideas, to make the world a more positive place. But if you're hell-bent on being negative and you're hell-bent on destruction, self-destruction, I'm sorry, go somewhere else and do it. Not on my time. Not on my time. Won't allow it. I hope you don't allow it either. There's an old story that, I've probably retold this. I'm sure I have. As a matter of fact, I know I have. about the person that comes over your house and empties garbage floor, and you get ticked off and kill them. But yet it's okay for people to unload garbage on you mentally, to come into your space and just unload garbage, and you just live with it and don't say anything. Same principle. Don't associate yourself negative. I mean, it's very easy to go, hey, I don't need that. Recognize. Surround yourself with positive people that share your ideas and goals. Surround yourself with people that are excited for you, not jealous. People that are jealous are negative. People that are excited for you, they get it. They get that. Hey, wow, that was a great idea you did. That was an accomplishment that you just created. You're fantastic. I love it. Why? Because they know that if you can do it, they can do it, and success begets success. I've said it before, the winners in the world, they're the ones that are interviewed first, not the losers. And the only reason the losers are interviewed is to hear, is to feed the frenzy of negative for those that are. But birds of a feather means simply that. You hang out with like-minded people, or even people that have a higher standard than yourself, and maybe you want to aspire to that group. Obviously, I'm not in the inner circles of Donald Trump. I jokingly say he calls me all the time. But seriously, I'm not in the hierarchy of that group. That's okay, yeah. If I strive for that, I might be able to. It wouldn't be a bit surprising to know that DT listens to the Fast Lane. If he doesn't, he should. But really, the people that you aspire to, the people project yourself to be, I've heard a lot of negative criticism about the fake it till you make it, that you're just fooling yourself. I don't think those people get it. Shakespeare was the one that said, assume the virtue if you have it not, and quite simply, act as if, then it becomes true, then it becomes you. Assume the virtue if you have it not. It means the same thing. Fake it till you make it. You will make it. You will make it, but you got to start somewhere. You have to have the confidence to start somewhere. Most of the people that listen to this podcast, that I get response back on, that I have some communication with, I find very, very confident. They listen to it because they know the things that we discuss, the things that we talk about, are positive things that move us forward, propel us toward the life and dreams that we want. And just like myself, when I talk to people, it always seems that they're eager to give back. I had that podcast earlier in the week. They're eager to give back. They're eager to teach. They're eager to, also expand their knowledge so they can share their knowledge. But that's what birds of a feather, the great ones, they become leaders in their community. They have a message. They're not just faking it. There's some things that, like say, fake it till you make it, act as if until it's there. Those are just strategies to get you where you can be and where you will be. It'll happen. It always does. I don't hear from people that say, hey, you know what, I'll listen to, all the people that you recommend, all of the great motivators from, Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy, whatever. I'll listen to all those people and it hasn't helped me a bit. It has not helped me a bit. I've never heard anybody say that. I've never heard anybody say, that piece of advice you gave me, that sucked. That was dumb. Never. Because it's all positive. We all project a positive image, positive attitude, a loving, caring attitude, an attitude of gratitude. I noticed I was listening to Tony Robbins' podcast the other day, and he has this whole series of gratitude. And I'm thinking, I've been preaching gratitude in one way or shape or form for a long time. But it's really cool too. It's really cool to hear, one of the masters, motivators, acknowledge, what's always been playing upon my mind and the message that I want to, gratitude. And if you just acknowledge where you are, who you are, why you are, again, stepping stones. There's a lot of little intricate pieces to the puzzle. A lot of people will find that you can't do everything at once. You can't do everything that you set out to do once. Again, because you're not great at every single, but you are great at one thing, or two things, or three things, whatever it may be for you. But just be positive. Associate with positive people. Birds of a feather flock together. Associate with the positive people that share your ideas, that share the desire to help other people, share the desire to give back, share your desire to grow, to create and maintain the collective consciousness. With any great thing, in the world of authors and speakers that are motivating, is it flooded? No, it's flooded. There can never be enough great motivators. I wish everybody on this planet Earth was a great motivator. And whatever you want to do, broadcast, podcast, write a book, lecture, stand on a bridge and shout positive message. I don't care what you do. Just be a positive person and get your positive message out. Does it help to be original? Well, yeah, it does. Does it hurt to emulate? No, it does not. Just be you. Just be you. Say what you got to say. That's what I try to do on the FastLanePodcast.com. I say it in my terms and my words, and I hope that resonates. I really do hope that it resonates. A lot of people tell me it does, and I'm thankful for it, but I'm not fooling myself either. I can't just, have, a few people tell me that, hey man, what you say is great, and, keep it up, and I think that my work here is done. It is not done. My work is not done, because my craft, my passion, is a journey, one that I will carry, my continual, one that continually reach out to folks. And as I learn, as I invest into myself, I practice what I preach. As I invest into myself and I learn new things, I will teach new things. You will too. You will too. Stay away from the negative people. I don't mean to sound like, I'm giving up on, a certain class of people, because success doesn't have a class. It just has a mentality. You got a lot of people that make good money that have a rotten mentality. In their minds they're successful. Great, good for them, Karen. I've met people that make $500,000 annually. They have a rotten structure. They have a rotten disposition for life. I met people that make $30,000 a year. They do the most average jobs, but they're positive. They're positive people, and they have a smile, and they know that they're doing good. They're doing good for humanity. They're doing good for their family. Their motivation is their motivation. It's not manufactured by outside forces that tell them that they should be doing something because this is what you're supposed to be doing. They are the authors of life, and they motivate themselves, and they are happy with themselves. I'd rather hang out with those people. I swear to you. I don't care how much money you got. I'm not a power grab. Hey, this guy, he's meet and greet this person. He's powerful, got connections, got money. He can do a lot of things for you. He's a miserable toad. No thanks. Here's a guy that's happy as a lark, understands life, has great philosophy of life, doesn't have connections, not rich. It's okay. I learn. See, I treat myself to people, and I've told you in other podcasts that how I enjoy meeting other people, whether it's the supermarket or the department store, whatever it is. I enjoy meeting other people. I enjoy talking to them. I learn a lot. Just average. It was a couple of weeks ago. I had a client that I had a meeting with, and just really, it was a great conversation because, known this client for a little bit, but just not personal level, just business. And it was just all we've ever talked about is just business. Do our business, move on, gotta go, busy, thanks. But this time we had an opportunity, a few minutes to share, and we found ourselves captivated with our conversations. We found ourselves captivated with the ideas that we've explored in our own lives in recent times. Frequency, vibration. I'll do some shows on that too, by the way. Frequency, vibrations, and what it means and how it affects you. But, we got to talking about this, and it was fantastic. It was fantastic. Not a total stranger, but that's okay, As long as you're not weird, as long as people can read you. They know when you're sincere. They know you got a good heart. And I like to think that a smile projects your intention. Just a little something in your eyes, a little something in your smile, your face, your demeanor, your walk says a lot about what your intentions are. Are you a slimy, person that has devious intent? Are you just happy with your journey and ready